we're going to explain how to open an ICA file on Windows 10. ICA files are used to connect to remote desktops, typically through Citrix Workspace. There are a few ways to do this, depending on whether you already have the Citrix Workspace app installed or not. Method 1. Using Citrix Workspace app. Recommended. This is the easiest and most reliable method. If you already have the Citrix Workspace app installed, double-clicking the ICA file will automatically open it within the Citrix Workspace app. The app will handle the connection to the remote desktop. This usually involves a prompt for your credentials, such as a username and password, specific to the remote server you're connecting to. Once logged in, you'll have access to the remote computer's desktop and applications as if you were sitting in front of it. If you don't have Citrix Workspace installed, you'll need to download and install it first from the Citrix website. It's a free application, and the installer will guide you through the setup process. After installation, try double-clicking the ICA file again. Method 2. Manually configuring the connection. Advanced. If the ICA file doesn't automatically open with Citrix Workspace, or if you don't want to use the Citrix Workspace app for some reason, you can try manually configuring the connection using the built-in remote desktop connection feature of Windows 10. This is more complex and may require technical knowledge. First, open the ICA file in a text editor like Notepad. Locate the server address within the file. It will typically be a line starting with server. Copy the server address. Next, open the Windows Remote Desktop connection by searching for MSTSC in the Start menu. In the Remote Desktop Connection window, paste the server address into the Computer field. Click Connect. You will then be prompted for the credentials. Remember, this method requires you to correctly identify and enter the server address and login credentials from the ICA file and might not work for all ICA files. B. Troubleshooting. If you're still having problems opening the ICA file, there are several things to check. Ensure you've downloaded the correct and updated version of Citrix Workspace. Check your internet connection. A stable connection is essential for remote desktop access. Confirm the accuracy of the server address and your login credentials. If you are still facing issues, refer to the documentation provided by your organization or the system administrator responsible for the remote desktop. They might have specific instructions for opening the ICA file. Finally, ensure that your firewall isn't blocking the connection. You might need to temporarily disable it for testing purposes, and remember to enable it again afterward. Contacting your IT support for assistance is also a viable option, especially if this is a work-related ICA